Hey everyone, welcome back to English Vibes. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Liam. Welcome back to the channel where we help you improve your English every single day through real conversations.
That's right. Today's topic is something that a lot of people find difficult.
Yes, it sounds very simple, but for many people it is very hard.
We are talking about saying no.
Just one small word, but so difficult to say sometimes.
Today we talk about why it is hard and how to do it in a kind way.
So, get comfortable, grab your drink.
And let's get into it. Okay, Liam, I have a question for you. Do you find it easy to say no to people?
No, not at all. I find it very difficult. When someone asks me to do something, I almost always say yes, even when I don't want to.
Me too. I always say yes to everything. Extra work, social plans I don't want, helping people even when I am very busy.
And then you feel very tired, right? And maybe a little angry too.
Yes, that angry feeling is important. When we say yes too much, we start to feel unhappy inside. We feel like nobody thinks about our feelings.
That feeling has a name in English. We call it feeling resentful. It means you feel angry because something is not fair.
Good word. And that feeling gets bigger over time if we don't do something about it.
Can you give an example of when you felt resentful?
Sure, one time at my old job, I always stayed late to finish work, but my colleagues went home on time. After many weeks, I felt very angry inside. I felt it was not fair. That is feeling resentful.
Oh, I understand completely. You were doing more than your share, but nobody noticed or said thank you.
Right. And the problem was, I never said no. I just kept saying yes every time someone asked me to stay late.
So the resentful feeling came from saying yes too many times.
Exactly. If I had said no earlier, or at least talked about it, maybe I would not have felt so bad.
That is a really good lesson. Saying no earlier actually protects the relationship in the long run.
That is so true. A small no now is better than a big problem later.
So why is it so hard to say no?
I think the biggest reason is fear. We are afraid people will not like us. We are afraid of making people sad or angry.
Right? We want everyone to be happy, so we say yes even when we want to say no.
And in many cultures, saying no feels very rude. Like, you are a bad person for saying no.
I felt that way for a long time. Like saying no means I am selfish or I don't care about others.
But that is not true at all. Saying no is not selfish. It is actually very important for our health and happiness.
So how do we change that thinking?
I think we need to remember we cannot help everyone all the time. We are not a machine. We have limited time and limited energy.
That is a very important point. Our time and energy are not unlimited. We have to choose carefully how we use them.
There is a saying in English, you can't pour from an empty cup. Do you know this one?
Tell me more. What does it mean?
It means if you give and give and give without taking care of yourself, one day you have nothing left to give. Like a cup that is empty. You cannot pour water from an empty cup.
Oh, I really like that. So taking care of yourself is not selfish. It helps you take better care of others too.
Exactly. If you are tired and unhappy, you cannot help anyone well anyway.
So how do we start saying no? What is a good first step?
I think the first step is to notice your feelings. When someone asks you something, how do you feel inside? Do you feel happy to help? Or do you feel stressed and tired?
That is a good way to check. Your body usually knows the answer before your mouth does.
Yes. If you feel that bad feeling in your stomach, that is a sign. It means part of you wants to say no.
So we should listen to that feeling more.
We should. And then we need to learn how to say no in a kind way. Because saying no does not have to be rude or mean.
Right. There are nice ways to say no. Can you give some examples?
Of course. Instead of just no, you can say, thank you for thinking of me, but I cannot help right now. Or, I am sorry, I am very busy at the moment.
Oh, those sound much better than just saying no directly. They are honest, but also kind.
And there is one more thing I think is very helpful. When you say no, you don't always need to give a long explanation.
Really? I always feel like I need to explain everything, like I need to justify my answer.
A lot of people feel that way. But actually, a short and kind no is perfectly okay. I'm sorry I can't help this time, is enough. You don't owe anyone a long story.
That is actually very freeing to hear. I always feel guilty if I don't explain myself completely.
That guilt is very common. But remember, you are allowed to have limits. That is normal and healthy.
And another good trick is to not answer immediately, right?
Yes. Instead of saying yes right away, you can say, let me check and I will tell you later.
Oh, that is clever. It gives you time to think. You don't have to decide on the spot.
Right. And when you come back with your answer, it is easier to say no calmly and clearly.
What about saying no at work? That feels very difficult. You don't want your boss to think you are lazy or unhelpful.
That is true. At work, I think the best way is to explain calmly. So instead of just no, you say, I am working on something important right now. Can we talk about which one to do first?
Oh, that is good. You are not saying no to the person. You are asking for help to organize the work better.
Precisely. And most good bosses will respect that kind of answer.
So over time, if we practice saying no more, does it get easier?
Much easier. The first time feels very scary. Your heart beats fast. You worry about what the person thinks. But after a few times, you realize most people are okay with a kind no.
And I think people respect us more when we are honest about what we can and cannot do.
That is so true. A honest no is better than an unhappy yes.
A honest no is better than an unhappy yes. I love that.
And when you do say yes, people know you really mean it.
Because you only say yes when you actually want to help. That makes your yes much more valuable.
Beautifully said, Liam. Your yes means more when you know how to say no.
All right, time for our vocab recap. 3 useful words from today.
Great ones today. First word, resentful.
Resentful means feeling angry because something is not fair. For example, I felt resentful because I always helped my friend, but she never helped me.
Important feeling to know in English. Next, pour from an empty cup.
You can't pour from an empty cup means you cannot help others well if you don't take care of yourself first. For example, I was so tired I couldn't help anyone. You really can't pour from an empty cup.
Love that one. And our last phrase, at the moment.
At the moment means right now or currently. For example, I'm sorry I can't help. I am very busy at the moment. This is a very polite and natural way to say no in English.
3 simple but very useful phrases for saying no kindly in English. Practice using them this week.
And that's a wrap for episode 6 of English Vibes.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope this conversation helped you feel more confident about saying no in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more English learners around the world.
And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode.
We'll see you in the next one. Keep practicing every single day.
And keep your English vibes going. Bye, everyone.
Bye.